My content is for 13 and up, or adult collectors of the product.
We got some Quadstrike singles. Now it's time to review. Hello everyone, and for this video, we will be reviewing the Quadstrike, Zeal Nyddhog, and Fierce Achilles. Before we continue, I want to give a quick shout out to Fun With The Bugs. They were actually able to get us these singles, so huge thanks to them. Please make sure to check out their channel and show them some support. And with that being said, let's get started. So we have our first single to take a look at, which is Fierce Achilles. So this is a single for Quadstrike. QR codes at the end in the back of the box if you want to see. And Zeal Nyddhog. We're going to actually see our first look at Zeal, so this should be a lot of fun. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Now, going over to our part by part, we have our drive chip, which is Achilles. Now, with Achilles, obviously I always got to mention, the biggest deal is that they made this not dual spin, and this is left only. Now, either way, the slopes on this are, I would say, kind of like the Valtryek Phoenix tier. You know, it's between that and Nyddhog, and then after Basilisk is above both of them. As far as actually visually how it goes, not feeling it. I don't know why the blue's there when they have like purple and yellow. I think they tried to just reuse the colors from Spear Valtryek. Visually doesn't really look that good. Performance-wise, this is one of your better chips, better than Lunar, Balkesh, the original Spryzen, you know, all that stuff. And we'll take a look at the blade. So this is Fierce. Now Fierce is okay defense. It kind of gets clapped a little bit. Okay, never mind for defense. Very good stamina. This is better than Roar. This is better than Drain, kind of, and can be better than Arc. It's very inconsistent. It's just at least the best for QS/QD for stamina, and can kind of go toe-to-toe with some of the stuff from a few years ago, but it's still, you know, because it's really hollowed, it's very tough to make this work, but this is way, way better than Roar at least, so there's a positive there. Is Zero. Now the armors don't actually matter, in this case the gravity ring, it's just useless because they're all plastic, so it doesn't really matter. We have Aqualon Dash. This is a very bad disc. This has poor weight distribution, poor stamina, and there's no point to use it for stamina or attack. If you have this disc, change it with something else that's a little bit better than this, because this is not it. We then after have Zephyr and our attachment. Now Zephyr is useless in the current Hasbro only meta, I would probably say. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it. I guess if you want to use it as a substitute to Extreme or something. The attachment is supposed to be stamina. It's not really good at stamina. It's not really good at attack or anything. This is a pretty poor attachment, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now with our scale, we have Achilles at about 4.65, 8.94, 1.54, 24.6, 5.45, 3.0, 8.48. Final weight is 48.21. The slopes make it feel a little bit tighter than it actually is, but the slopes on this are fine. I'd probably just have it as Fierce Basilisk, to be quite honest. Visually, it does not really look that good, but really, ideally, if you're getting this, it's just for the chip and I guess the blade. If you don't want to get the 2-pack with Fierce Basilisk, almost ate up the words there. The rest of the bottom is not really that appealing at all. I don't know why they don't just reprint it with like Yielding or something. I don't really like the spamming of Zephyr. Then after we have this in high mode. Then after with the attachment on there. Now, let us move on to... We then after have our core, which is Nyddhog. Now with Nyddhog, this is what you would say a better, less spin drive chip. I like it a little bit more than Achilles. It's not better than Basilisk. As far as the recolor goes, this is just poor. So then after we get our QS blade, which is Zeal. Now with Zeal, if we compare this to Zest side by side, it looks like, first of all, there's no thing where you can remove the armor, you can change all the modes, you can't do that for this one. This is specifically based on the mode here, as we can see. Paint is non-existent, like it's almost completely just transparent. The thing is that what made Zest really good, if you'll notice, is the nub right here. That's what basically did all the work for attack. Now if we try to compare, you'll notice they basically removed the one thing that made it good. This was really just good for dual spin attack. They somehow managed to make it less than the actual one. I don't know how they manage that. I think they kind of tried to fill it. It's not thinner, it's just they took away the contact points, which again, this is a major L for what they did. I'm not sure if it can be good for anything because the stamina on this already wasn't really that special, so attack is probably not going to be that good. After we have our Sequex disc. Now Sequex is just a mediocre disc for QD/QS. I would just use Giga over, or even has tapered over this, to be honest. We then after get our armor, which is not 10 but looks like 10. We get our attachment and we also get Mobius. So maybe this will have a tighter spring than the original one. If it doesn't, that's going to be really funny. But obviously for tall attackers and Hasbro only, no, because unless it's a specific thing, tall attackers don't really work out too well. This will probably be alright in the actual stadium, I guess, but the driver too is just a very aggressive. It's not really defense at all, it's just aggressive attack. 4.87, 10 grams, 8.14, 25.51, 5.52, 2.89, 88, 1.7, 8.41. Altogether now you get to about 48.6. Now visually this is not good looking at all. I'll take a better look at the Zeal blade, but as far as the bottom parts, you don't really get too much. I can say that actually they did improve the original Mobius spring for QD. Now it's not as bursty as the actual one is. Not that it matters too much, I guess, but I don't know, for those wondering. I really do hate how they did this, because it's not even a dual spin blade. It's literally just for lefts. Like, that's what annoys me so much, is that this is now left only when it was dual spin originally. High mode? Alrighty, now we have Zeal in high mode. Alright, we're gonna see what's up, and hopefully it's good. I decided we'll do the base performance hips, and then I'll move up. Yeah, even when it spins, I don't really like it. I don't think the colors match. I think, like, if you look at it separately, maybe it could work, but not for the Zeal. Oh, this should go wild, though. Yeah, and they call it defense, by the way. I should mention around hits that are gonna happen here. Yeah, Zeal's not gonna do it. Yeah, so I found out they basically, since they removed the one thing that made Zeal really good, it's actually a garbage blade. Like, bottom of the barrel. Alrighty, now we have it with the armor tip on. 3, 2, 1, let rip. Because basically, what happened was, since they removed that main contact point that it has, it's very inconsistent for left spin attack, which is basically what it was used for, and it's terrible stamina, so... Alrighty, fierce. It's 3, 2 on the rip. 3, 2 on the rip. Probably in the other stadium we'll get a little bit more action, but yeah, these are kind of whatever for singles. I think even Zeal in general I just don't like. So Zeal has pretty much almost nothing going for it, to be honest. Alright, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, the rip. 3, 2, 1, the rip. Let it rip. Let it rip. Okay, it hit it up, you know. It kind of did a little bit. Kinda. Oh my god, it's already dead. Yeah, Zeal has no stamina. It's got nothing going for it. We're gonna try Zeal versus Zeal. Whoa, okay, okay, look, hits from above, hits from above. It should just be able to wall slam itself to beat it now. Okay, we're tied now. It just got such poor stamina, man. Mind you, ambush itself was also not that good, but still. Okay, lost the ambush, wow. For the parts. So fierce versus fierce. We're just doing this and then after pretty much wrapping it up. Yeah, that attachment I don't really like. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if there's that much, I think the better one is just the Achilles one. Because at least you get Fierce and Achilles. I guess you could argue Nyddhog and the attachment and the actual stadium maybe or something. Yeah, you see the thing. Your QR codes at the end. We need to do a little bit of a transplant before I end it off. Okay, see? This is my COPPA Zeal Achilles. My God, this looks terrible. This could also work here, but I feel like it could basically almost work with anything. It just contrasts. This is just whatever. So my final thoughts overall is that these are both very unappealing. For Achilles, you have the Achilles strip and I guess Fierce. The bottom does not really matter all that much. I mean, you get another Zephyr. This attachment's not really that good compared to other QD and QS, so really it's just here and here. At that point, I would maybe just say just get Fierce Basilisk, but if you don't want to, that's how you can justify, I guess, getting this. Nyddhog is a lot less for it. You can argue maybe the chip, but the base is just terrible for left spin attack and left spin stamina. Sequix is generic, and you could maybe argue the tip for maybe just in the stadium for pure fun. Otherwise, just skip this because there's no reason. At that point, like I've been saying, I would maybe just get the actual 2-pack. So both of these are kind of whatever. I recommend just getting the Fierce, to be honest. Either way, these are kind of just meh. I think QS, we're starting to see some of the cracks in it, and with Hasbro that while some things were definitely positive, a lot of other stuff starts to fail, and we're starting to see this a little bit more and more. That's where I want to end off this video, and if you are new here, hey, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, and make sure to check out our store. We actually have a cyber deal that's going up until Wednesday night, and yeah, it's an optional way to support the channel. We have still pre-orders up for Barricade Lucifer, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.